Hello, friends. Welcome back to Turn a Stone Tarot. For today's reading, we'll be answering the question, what are your hidden talents? So we'll be looking into your natural abilities, your given talents and skills, things that may come to you naturally, things that may have been passed to you down your family line or through spirit. So let's look at the world of your talents and skills and abilities. I've divided this reading into 3 separate groups here, and I've used different tarot decks for each group, and I've chosen a tea leaf card and a rune to guide your reading as well. So please select one of the 3 groups here. Pile 1 is here, pile 2 is here, and pile 3 is here. Timestamps are in the description box below, so please click ahead to your reading, and I will see you in your chosen group. Hello, Group 1. This is your reading. Welcome. So the question we're answering today is, what are your hidden talents and abilities? And the rune that you were drawn to today, this is the Raidho rune. Some people pronounce it more phonetically, which would be Raidho, I guess, if you were saying the letters. I prefer Raidho, but however you pronounce it, this is the rune of vehicles, of travel, of movement. This is also a rune of reunion. So for example, often when we travel, we will reunite with friends or family in our travels. So it can mean a few things, but very good for travel, for movement, that may be relevant to you in your life. And then the card that came out for you from the tea leaves was the card June. So, and this has a very angelic caricature on it. So from this June card, I'm getting a few things off of this. It will resonate for each of you differently, but you may have been born in the month of June. You may have some connection to angels. You may feel, connected to the angelic realms. You may have, again, I'm getting a sense of loss with the way that this card is kind of throwing rose petals. You may have lost someone important to you in the month of June. I think all of these things are coming through just as a way of letting you know whether or not this is your reading. So if any of those things resonate for you, that's just some extra confirmation that this is indeed your reading and your group. So we have June and Raidho. I'm also getting with this combination, if you are planning any travel in June, with this Raidho rune coming out, and especially since it came out in the upright position, you will have safe travels in June. So you can look forward to a safe journey with sort of minimal bumps in the road. Things should go smoothly for you if you are traveling in June. So let's look at your cards here. I'm going to just turn them all over and we'll go through the cards, and I'll let you know how they may relate to your hidden talents and abilities and skills. So we have the Emperor, the Judgment, the Star, the Six of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. So 3 major arcana coming out for you in the first 3 cards. So that's pretty amazing right there. So I think you have some very deep hidden gifts, very strong hidden gifts that are in your life, in your being. So let's take a look at it here. So with the Raidho rune, which often can speak of travel, you may have kind of some skills and abilities related to travel. Maybe you like to be a travel guide, or perhaps you've thought about being a travel guide. I see with some of these cards that you would be a very excellent travel guide if that's ever something that you want to do. Lead travel groups or plan trips for people. You'd be very good at those things if that resonates with you. With the Emperor card coming out in this first position, I'm getting a very mature person, a very grounded person, a very stable person. And with Raidho being the rune of reunion, and it can also point to not only outer journeys but inner journeys as well. So I'm getting strong therapist, counselor, spiritual guide kinds of vibes from these cards. I see here with the Emperor and the Judgment card, again, we have this angel coming through on the Judgment card, and we've got the angel here on the June card. So I think you have this almost angelic angelic ability to guide people through their inner journeys, through whatever inner conflicts and difficulties they may be experiencing, whatever their inner journey is. I see you as an excellent guide for people on their inner journeys here, especially with the Emperor and the Judgment card. You have the Star card here, which is often a card of healing. I think you have the ability to help people to heal, perhaps through inner journey work. This may resonate with you. This may involve various counseling modalities, therapeutic modalities, some kinds of healing practices. You may work with plant medicine. You may even be a doctor or have an interest in medicine of some kind. Acupuncture, even alternative methods of healing, perhaps. But I see you being a very good healer. This card is definitely pointing to healing abilities. And then with this Raidho rune, as well as some of these other runes like the Judgment and the Six of Swords, this is pointing to inner journeys, helping people to resolve inner conflicts, helping people to work through issues, to kind of move through the wheel of life, as it were. The Six of Swords card is also the card of betterment, of moving on, of moving forward, moving on to better circumstances. So with the Star and the Six of Swords card, I feel that the work that you do helps to move people to a better place, whether that's an internal movement to a better place, or it can be even physically to a better place. Perhaps you help people with relocation in some way, or help people to find new homes, new places to live, new travel destinies. All kinds of these things are coming to my mind here as I look at your cards. With the Ace of Wands and the Four of Pentacles cards, with this combination, I'm seeing that you help people to write a new story. You may be dealing with people who perhaps feel a bit locked in, a bit defended, people who perhaps aren't feeling so adventurous. They may feel very guarded. And you help them to open up, to move along in their journey, to write a new story, to use their inspiration and their imagination and their dreams and their inner senses to sort of create a beautiful new life for themselves. So where they may be kind of shut down, locked in, defended, you help them to open up into new chapters of life, new stories, new realities, new abilities for themselves. Let's see, what else am I seeing here for you? Let's draw for you also a Work Your Light Oracle card for you. That seemed to be an appropriate deck for you here as I was looking at your cards. Again, I'm getting that strong angelic presence. You may have angels, very strong angels around you. Maybe this is something you already know about yourself, or you have a connection to the angelic realms in some way. So I think this deck is often very aligned with angelic energies here. So let's see what we get for you. So I'm seeing this card here. It says Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. So yes, I am getting that sense of helping people to create a better reality, helping people to move to better places, whether it's within themselves or externally. And by moving to these better places, they can create greater harmony within themselves and in the environments that they relocate to. I think you're helping people to achieve greater health and a greater sense of well-being. So really beautiful reading, my group 1. That is what I have for you today in terms of your hidden abilities. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this reading resonated for you, feel free to comment down below and let me know. I'm always curious to hear when these readings hit home. I wish you all the best with your future, and I hope this unlocked something wonderful for you. I look forward to seeing you in the next reading. Thank you. Hello, Group 2. Welcome to your reading. This is What Are Your Hidden Talents? Let's take a look at what abilities, talents, skills, natural proclivities that you have in your being. We're going to start with your rune today. So the rune that you chose is the Othala rune. And this rune represents tradition, heritage, matters relating to the family that we were born into. It can speak of ancestral property, ancestral wealth even. So a lot of things to do with heritage, tradition, where you came from, things that your family came into, property, wealth, that kind of thing. So interesting rune, my friends. Let's take a look at your card. So the card that came out for you with that rune is the May card. So this could mean a few things, just as extra confirmation that you've chosen the right pile. Perhaps you were born in the month of May. Perhaps May is an important month to you for another reason. I'm also getting cherry blossoms off of this reading and the country of Japan. So Japan may have some relevance to you that's coming through from this card for me as a reader. This doesn't necessarily have to apply. It may or may not apply to you, but this can just serve as some extra confirmation that this is your reading. So you've got May, and then you have the Othala rune of heritage and inheritance. Okay, so let's take a look at your cards here to discover what your hidden talents are. And I'm going to go ahead and unveil all of your cards at once here, and then we'll get into your reading a little more in depth here. So we have for you the Hierophant, the Ace of Swords, the King of Coins, the Seven of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Nine of Wands card. And this card came out in the reverse position, the Nine of Wands in reverse. All right, so immediately, I was a little shocked to see your first card because you got the Hierophant card, which is another card that often speaks of tradition. It can talk about institutions and tradition and the way things have always been done, the Hierophant, and it matches almost perfectly your Othala rune here. So you may be somebody who has a strong sense of tradition, who likes to keep traditions alive, who feels that traditions have a very large, a large effect on your life, perhaps. Maybe you follow a lot of traditions, or you were raised in an environment where there are a lot of traditions and traditional beliefs. This may be something that resonates for you. With this card, and then we've got the Ace of Swords, I'm getting the sense that you may be somebody who has the ability to help people discern where they may need to break from tradition, perhaps, where traditions serve them and where they don't. There's a degree of discernment here with where the traditions are helpful and where they are not. You also received the King of Coins card, and with the Othala rune representing family wealth, what I'm understanding from this combination of cards is that you may be a financial advisor, or you may have abilities related to being a financial advisor. Perhaps this is a talent or skill of yours. This card is showing me somebody that's able to understand how to deal with wealth, perhaps family wealth. You may be a good investment advisor, an investment broker, perhaps, somebody that's able to deal with money and wealth in very intelligent ways. That may be a hidden talent that you possess. Also, I'm getting talents related to property. So what I'm hearing specifically is you may be a wonderful estate executor. You may be somebody who's able to handle people's estates. So when family members pass on, you have a wonderful sense of being able to fairly distribute resources from a family member's estate. That's a possibility here with these cards. So skills in financial advising, skills with distributing family wealth, managing family wealth, handling family wealth. I'm also seeing here with the Queen of Swords card and the Seven of Wands, and even this Nine of Wands in reverse, you may have skills related to helping people deal with the demands that family and tradition make on them. So I think oftentimes when we come into families with certain sets of beliefs, we may need to kind of determine for ourselves where those beliefs apply to our own lives and where they do not. And with these cards coming out, the Queen of Swords, the Ace of Swords, the Hierophant, I see you as having an ability to help yourself and others discern where traditions and beliefs are able to fit and serve people's lives, and also perhaps where they do not fit and serve people's lives. So for that, I'm getting perhaps a counselor role, a therapist role, a spiritual advisor kind of role, where you can help people understand where their cultural upbringing, where their spiritual upbringing is having a positive effect in their life and where it may be causing stress in their lives. Also, randomly here from some of these cards, I'm getting the sense of clutter and belongings, family clutter, objects, property, furniture. I see that you're somebody who's very good at determining what to keep and determining what of the family property is of value and what of the family property is not of value. You have a very keen sense of understanding what should be kept and what should be moved on. So you may be somebody that's drawn to organization, decluttering, again, helping people with estates, helping them to sort through their family possessions and family heirlooms. That's another thing that's coming through as a hidden ability that you may have. I see you helping people to release some of the stresses and burdens that they may have inherited through their family line. I see you as being able to have a clear head when it comes to feeling overwhelmed, overburdened, and overstressed as a result of family matters, inherited matters, and traditions that have come before. All right, group 2. So I'm also going to draw a few cards here from the Woodland Whispers deck here for you. This little deck was calling to me in terms of additional messages that we have for you, perhaps regarding your abilities. This says the night. It says, find comfort in the night where the world switches off and the stars burn bright. And isn't that interesting? We've got this right above this King of Coins card here with the stars out. So perhaps the night is important to you. Maybe you do your best work at night. Maybe you have some ideas about your abilities and talents at night. Maybe you prefer to work at night. Something about the night may be important to you and your hidden talents. Let's see if we've got more cards coming out for you as well regarding your hidden talents, group 2. Oh, I'm seeing this one. It says caution. Tread softly so as not to disturb the woodland floor. Tread softly so as not to disturb the woodland floor. I think that's an excellent card for your reading group 2, because as we know, with traditions and things that we inherit, we must be very careful. These are often long held beliefs, long held institutions, long held ways of doing things, things that have developed over great lengths of time and with great care. And so we must learn to deal with them, especially if we're getting to points in our life where we must separate from them. It's very important to treat our heritage with respect, to treat the traditions that have come before us with great respect. And so if there are things that need to be cut out, it must be done so in the most respectful kind of way. So I think the card is coming through to remind you of this with regards to the talents and abilities that you possess around being able to handle these matters of tradition, of inheritance, inherited circumstances, inherited property, and inherited beliefs. All right, my group 2, that is the message that I have for you today. I hope this message has resonated for you. If it has, please comment down below and let me know. I would love to hear how this message fit for you and your life. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I wish you all the very best with your future, and I will see you in the next reading. Hello, Group 3. Welcome to your reading. This is your reading about your hidden talents. First of all, before I get into your cards, I just want to say this is one of the strongest energetic readings I have done in a while. I was getting bodily sensations before your reading. The crows outside were just cawing up a storm, creating a lot of noise and just letting me know about their presence. And very strong, powerful even energies coming through before your reading in the form of bodily sensations and messages. So really strong reading here today, Group 3, if you were drawn to this group. So let's talk about it. First of all, the rune that you were drawn to, this is the Perthro rune. And this rune is a very mysterious rune, actually. It can actually speak to divination, mysteries being revealed. It's often the rune of mysteries. It can, for some, also represent kind of the womb of creation. So it has sort of the powers of the womb and creation. It's also the rune of revelation. Really interesting rune that you've got here. So we'll work it into your reading as we go along. Let's look at the tea leaf that you were drawn to. And this card says, let me get it closer for you. This is the cane card, and it says, pay attention to your health. So I am getting strong, strong, strong healing energies with this reading. You may be a strong healer, have strong healing abilities. You may be very skilled or have hidden talents and abilities regarding working with people who have issues with their health of some kind. That can be physical health. I'm getting very strong indicators of physical health. It could be mental health as well, of course. And for a few of you watching, this may also be a message from Spirit to pay attention to your own health. Perhaps you have had some health phenomena occurring in your own world, and Spirit wants you to pay attention to that health phenomena that is coming through for you. But very strong and powerful healing indicator, this card, the cane card, and especially with it coming out in a juxtaposition with the Perthro rune, I'm getting that you can help to diagnose people, you can help reveal the mysteries they may be having around their health, you may help them understand what is going on with their health. In some way, you may be able to help them with symptoms that they are experiencing, and help them to understand where those symptoms are coming from and how they can address them. So already just with the rune and the tea leaf card, we've got a lot of things coming through for you, group 3. So let's take a look at your cards. I'm going to turn them all over and then we'll kind of walk through them here as we go. So the first card out for you was the 9 of Stones. You also got the Green Man in reverse and the Queen of Stones, the Bear. Also the Knight of Bows, the Fox, and the World Tree, number 21. And we have the 7 of Vessels, the Morning card. So let me tell you what I am seeing here. First of all, with this 9 of Swords, or I'm sorry, 9 of Stones card, that would actually be the 9 of Pentacles in traditional decks. But this card is really speaking to me about shamanism, about master healers, gifted healers. You know, he's holding the snake there, which is often associated with healing abilities, healing properties. You know, this is showing me a very spiritual figure, spiritual healer. I'm seeing this natural setting in the background here. So very sort of strong healing, shamanism, maybe working with people through journeys, inner journeys. Here he's got his eyes closed in this card. So again, this really echoing this sense of healing, so much healing coming from this reading. So a few things I'm seeing immediately. We talked about the Perthro being associated with the womb of the mother. And you've got this, you know, this fierce mother bear, the Queen of Stones here. So I'm getting the sense that you may have hidden abilities, hidden talents regarding being a doula, being a midwife, perhaps, being somebody who works with women to help them conceive, to help them get through their pregnancies, to help them to achieve healthy birth. All of those things are coming through strongly in your reading here, especially when we've got the World Tree. And with all of these cards in reverse, you may be wondering what's going on with all the reversals. I'm seeing this as being inner work or even things that are not yet revealed. So I'm seeing the sense that you can help to work with the inner processes, to help them to heal. You can help reveal mysteries that people may have around what is going on with their health or what is going on inside of their bodies. For some of you, inside of their minds. You can really help people sort of heal the physical processes and to complete things here with the World Tree. So again, that sense of completing, you know, the processes of a pregnancy, for example. That's just one example. Also, for some of you, I'm getting hospice work. You may have natural talents, abilities, and skills regarding hospice work here with the 7 of Vessels, the Morning card in reverse, and this sort of protective energy, the bear coming over it. You may help to guide people through the death process as a hospice worker in some way. You may help to kind of help them reach the next phase of their transition through hospice care. That's also coming through as an ability that you may have here. With the Green Man here, I'm seeing that you may have the ability to work with plant medicines, perhaps with the natural world, perhaps helping people with a forest bathing practice or gardening, even therapeutic gardening. I see some of you would be very good working with a healing botanical garden. You may want to plant a healing botanical garden and learn the properties of the plants and start to understand how the plants can help work with people's bodies to support their health. That's something that's coming through with this card. A lot of indicators of the natural world here with the Green Man and the World Tree, and even with this 9 of Stones, that sort of shamanic figure. Even understanding the plants and the animal kingdom, I think, can be very helpful for you in helping people sort of work through their journeys. So excellent indicators here for all things related to health and well-being, and using the natural world and the principles of the natural world to support our health and our well-being. You may have skills and abilities related to being a doctor, related to being a nurse, related to, I'm even seeing animal therapy here for some of you. You may, for instance, take therapy animals into health institutions to help support people recovering from illness. You may bring animals into the environment that they can connect with. This could be support animals for the blind or for people with certain health challenges. Animals can be very supportive, so you may work with animals in that capacity. So these are some of the many possibilities, friends, that are coming through for you in terms of your hidden talents and abilities. I did also want to draw another oracle card for you here to close out your reading. I hope this reading has made sense for you. And then very strongly here, we got the fruit card. It says achievement and success. So I think you have the potential for great success as a healer here. You may want to work with food medicine, or food as medicine, I should say. Nutrition might be something that you use in terms of a healing modality. In other words, healing people through nutrition for, perhaps finding the right fruits and vegetables to help support their health, to help people change their diets in a way that can help support their health. That is coming through with this card, certainly. But this is also pointing to a lot of success. I think you have the potential to have a very successful career in this sphere if this is something you choose to follow. It talks about achievement. So if there are degrees or certificates that you need to gain in order to pursue this line of work, I see you being able to quite easily achieve those milestones so that you may fulfill your mission in this respect. So beautiful reading, group 3. Again, very powerful reading. This is one of the most powerful readings I've had in a while, and that's saying a lot. I do readings quite often, so for me to experience a reading this powerful really does mean something. If you were drawn to this reading, I believe you were drawn to it for a very important reason. So I think you will. I think you have a lot of beautiful potential here through these hidden talents and abilities. I wish you all the very best with your world and your life and your future prospects. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm so glad you joined me here and received this message. I will see you in the next reading. Thank you.